Hello, my name is William Rose. I'm going to do my Lab 1 recap and kind of walk through the individual summary steps and then just give you a tour of my working area and kind of my Lab 1 overview in general. So to start off, in my garage here, which is kind of a mess, but setting up, this will be my Lab 1 working area. I did have a little bit of issues with the Chapter 31 verification, so I got re-enrolled kind of late, almost at the last day, but I got everything on order. It should be arriving soon, but this will be my working area. And then I have like my fire extinguisher and then the fire alarm, which I did verify, but it says you want me to test it. So it does work. Here's one of the emergency exits here. So we'll walk through. Just go straight outside. And then can go through the front gate into my driveway there, which will be the kind of gathering area in case there is an emergency. Additional exit points, obviously the garage door, the double garage door, and then I think I forgot, but behind the door here is one trash can, and then outside the door to the right are two additional trash cans for spilling. We have shop vac, we have push brooms, we have cat litter, and then I also have hoses. If I need to dilute anything, I can, just right outside the garage doors. So if we walk through, here, I'm just cooking dinner. So then through here, you also get a tour of my house, I guess. You have shower, sink. This is also where I'll be washing everything post experiments. Okay, so that is my working area. Additional things that are coming in the mail. I have the lab kit, I have lab coat, a timing indicator, and then I've also put, I got a ring system, camera system, so I can record anything in case something does go awry. And then I can also do timing configuration through the desktop here, which normally this is all cleaned off. I just kind of had to move a lot to get set up. So that is my working area. I also have more fire extinguishers just in the other first and second stall. So if we go into, here's my contingency plan, which has kind of my information, my wife, the emergency contact information, step-by-step guides, how to exit, where to muster, so forth. And so then if we get into the Lab 1 recap, I chose to do moisture in the soil. And I did that for a couple of reasons. One, because it was a safe experiment that I could do. And then it was actually also something that I recently had to undergo. So in the experiment, I talk about us having a pool, and we had to fill the bottom with sand so that we had a soft substance underneath the pool so that we didn't have a leaking situation. So here where we have our garden, this is actually the exact footprint of the pool. And so if you can picture that, with having a couple inches of sand, basically I had to add soil so that I could increase the moisture level to get vegetation to grow. So the original plan was to have grass. We opted just recently to exchange that with a garden. And so what I ended up doing is adding 20-pound bags of soil and compost. I did add compost as well. Just for nutrients once we decided to change it to a garden. So I added 20-pound bags of soil and then basically mixed the soil and the sand and then gathered the moisture ratings of that localized area so that we could produce vegetation. About 1.2 tons of soil is what I ended up having to add in order to get between 20 and 60% hydration into the soil. So some of the control issues that I had, obviously if I'm watering, I can control the water. However, with rain, which in Nebraska can be super random. It was hard to control that, but over time, between tilling and measuring the soil, we were able to get there. And then obviously our vegetation this spring was pretty plentiful. So some of the reasons I chose to just do moisture, specifically water in the soil, is one, because it was safe. Two, because I was able to capture the experiment pretty accurately. And then also it was a real world situation that I just went through. So it kind of covers the background information, the hypothesis, why it was strong. Because obviously my garden, the vegetation did grow, and we were able to maintain the hydration levels that we needed. So I felt like my hypothesis was strong. When we had just more soil, you know, nothing ever grew there. And it was something that was easy to validate just through capturing information online, and then just, I guess, some natural vegetation growth. So that kind of covers the challenges and the background information, but I look forward to the rest of the class and doing some more experiments and gathering the lab kit so that I can get everything set up here and just kind of knocking it out. So thank you.